What's going on with y'all? This piece was brought to you by French Quarter Shops. They have everything you want in New Orleans, from the gear to the accessories, and I particularly recommend that you go and get a pack of New Orleans playing cards. I designed them myself, and they're available right now for only $10. So if you go to FrenchQuarterShops.com, you can go get that before they sell out.
At the end of the day, everybody want in. When you see a good thing, you want in. Everybody trying to get in. That's all it was. They see MCL was a cool rapper. He was real nice. He was woo 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 hard head to head. However we was doing it, man, I want in. They trying to bite your neck off just to be down.
Just to get in.
They did anything to even cut me from ties with him to keep him to them.
The news was getting closer. I caught the AK, now I'm throwing out the boulders. Told my bitch to pull over. And then I hit the sidewalk and jumped the gate. As the shots hit the skylock, I know they hit my bitch, but I don't give a fuck. I'm looking at a doghouse and hoping what's in it is a mutt. But it had to be a pit bull, still couldn't take mine. Boom with the AK. Down with the K9. Jumping inside, trying to
going
be
crazy.
Score is 1-0.
And it's a classic shit like back in the G.
Boom, boom, boom on your fucking.
I can imagine niggas riding to this shit.
When he was the hottest nigga in the game, Rooster.
Fucking with that, like.
Tim Smooth. He listening to that nigga MCL.
With this, the motherfucking long man suck my dick when my shit is at a hard stand. And when you finally surround me, you're gonna have to shoot, cause I ain't going to the county. You best to shoot fast.
Man, so look, we got Rooster on here. Man, it's a pleasure. We just met a couple days ago after the Hard Head Doc drop, man, and you was like, we got a lot more history to tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, of course, you know, me being a journalist, of course, I gotta give you the mic and let you tell the story, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much stuff that wasn't a part of my era, you know what I'm saying? I was born in '93, you feel me? So it's like I need to know, you feel me? So it's like I'm only gonna know as much as the people who actually experienced it tells me. So, you know, just start off with, you know, where you from, part of New Orleans you're from, you know, just a quick history about you, and then we go get into how the whole movement came about.
All right. My name is
We talking to me too.
AKA.
Yeah.
I'm Rooster Red. Red Rooster Red Gallo. That's me. I'm the guy that started this Southern War stuff for us, hard head, me and MCL. And I'm gonna go back to telling you how this started, right?
Yeah.
A friend of mine named MCL. No, a friend of mine named Bushwick Bill.
Yeah, you was telling me off camera.
Yeah, Bushwick Bill. A lot of people know I used to hang with a bunch of rappers coming up, me and Scarface and Bushwick and all that. And Bushwick introduced me to this guy named MCL in the 7th Ward. Yeah. He stood around the corner from me, first of all. I never even knew it. And after meeting him, he was writing a few songs and a few things for Bushwick. And like the next day after I met him, he was walking in the hood and me and him linked up, and he was telling me he doing this rap stuff, and I'm like, yeah, like what you doing? And he just came to me. And for some reason, I just thought it was a very good combination when Bushwick introduced us, because our relationship took off. Because like a week later, he was staying with me. And that kind of like blew me, because that wasn't nothing I thought that would have even happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I just met this guy, and now this guy is staying with me. But anyway, he started bringing me this tape. He was representing him and this DJ, I'm gonna say these producers. I can't forget about them Goldfingers and Roland. We have to give them their props, and they just do. Well, Goldfinger and Roland had it going on in our hood, dropping a lot of tracks for a lot of people, working with a lot of individuals from uptown to downtown.
Yeah.
So they was dropping this album with MCL, and they was like, what you think about it? So L brought it to me. And everything was just hard head, this hard head, that hard head, and I'm like, what? So he gave it to me, and I'm like, damn, I like it, I love it. Not just like it, I love it. So I'm like, I give it to my DJ at the time, which this was one of my closest friends at this point. Me and him hanging, you know, we getting a little money or whatever.
Right.
So I gave it to him. He like, man, that's the shit. So we riding around bumping it. So I'm telling him I want to be part of what we got going on.
Right.
He like, yeah, I want you down.
Right.
So once he gave me the CD, he said, look, bro, we going by the hard heads. I said, the hard heads? I said, what? I said, the hard heads? He said, yes, that's what we representing. Me, By me staying in the 7th, I come out the St. Bernard Project, and I moved from 5th Ward to 6th Ward, 7th Ward, 8th Ward. I done moved in all these different, hoods now. But at this point, I think I had just came from the 9th Ward. I had to move to the 9th Ward. By the time I come out the 9, I say I'm bringing all this back to everywhere I went. 9th Ward, 8th Ward, 6th, 5th Ward. Like I went to all of them guys and I let all them hit, and they were like, man, this guy is awesome. Yeah. Really, everybody telling me, he like the shit. He the new shit. He the new wave. He the new everything. And me, I felt like I didn't even know how good I was at promoting. I didn't even know what I was doing. I'm a young kid, just 19 years old. At this point, I'm 19 years old, 20, I ain't know what I really was doing. I didn't know I was really a hell of a promoter.
Pushing the record.
Yeah, I'm pushing this guy because of all the people I know.
Using your connections.
That's why in one of his songs, I'm gonna let you hear a song when he talk about, at last I met Rooster and my career started floating. And he was out and about by the mouth, started promoting my shit. So he talk about me in a lot of songs. So
in that light.
That's what I did. I went out and just tapped into everybody, because I know everybody. I'm a street dude, so I went everywhere. Ooh, I'm going everywhere. Ooh, everybody know me. And that's what I did. I tapped in from the project. I made sure my project, because that's where I'm originally from, I made sure they got on it first. Yeah. Plus, once I took it throughout the 7th Ward, I had to take it throughout the whole 7th Ward. Then I took it to the 5th Ward, to all my little homies in the 5th Ward. And they know who they is, so I gave it to all of them, and we all just started bumping it hard, and before you know it, Hard Head just took off. Damn. And my boy, a dude come from 17th Ward named Roderick, I have to give him his props. Mr. Smith, I'm gonna call him that. And he invested some money in us, you dig, at the time. We needed that, just to give us that start and that push, and he came through at the right time, and the first thing he was asking me, what you think we should do? I said, let's get some shirts. Let's get some shirts. I won't give them away. And the first thing I did, when I did get them, we got some all black shirts with the gray hard hair and all. We just give them away, a few people to sell them all, St. Bernard, give them away. And then everything just started taking off. Like, we started getting other rappers, Crazy, Alamo, just different people started coming along. And like I said, we had our DJ rent tent. We just went to building from there, trying to get we started with our crew first before we even got to Crazy and all these other people. But once
so who's a part of y'all crew?
At this point, when we first started, it wasn't no more than, when we first started this, when L came to me, it was MCL, Goldfingers, Roland, and DJ Rent. And me. I was the backup rapper. When L hit the stage, I'm on stage with L. L he ain't want to perform without me. He felt like I couldn't do this without this guy right here. Like, I was that, I don't know how to say it, but this the best, how I can say it. I was that Flavor Flav to MCL. That's how I was. And everywhere we went, I was that guy that's gonna help perform and make him look good, because he was more shy than anything, but he had the talent.
Right.
He had all the talent in the world. I just wasn't scared. Yeah, but he felt more comfortable with me, even in the studio. He used to be like, no man, get on here, just say anything, do this, do that. He didn't care. He just wanted me part of it, because he knew what I could do and what I could bring to the table, and he knew it. And that's what I did. I brought so much to the table. He ain't even want me off for ad-lib down there. If I let you hear some stuff, you'll be like, that's you? You'll think I'm Young Jeezy. I'm on the background. I'm saying all kinds of stuff in the background. Like, I've been doing all that. Like that's why, but if people do their homework and go check us out, and go do their homework in the history on our music, they'll see, and they're gonna tell you one thing: we had the hardest albums out in that era. No disrespect to nobody else. I know all y'all was raw, and y'all know y'all was raw, and we know y'all was talented and good, but y'all all know we brought that heat. If my mans wouldn't have died, it was a lot about to go down, but it was a lot of pressure was about to go down, and everybody know it though. We ain't trying to.
So let's speak on that. Rise and Fall of Hard Head Records. It was up, and then something happened that went down. So just take me through that timeline real quick. When things got started, leading up to your man's passing, and then things going.
All right.
So you kind of already gave us kind of the beginning of it. So I
Yes.
guess it's after you was putting on the music and Roger dropped the bread on y'all, and then things started
about
flourishing.
time Roger dropped the bread on us, and we dropped a little EP, you know.
And what's the EP called?
It was called hold on a second.
Black
Robin Hood.
Black Robin Hood, yeah.
Yeah, it was the Black Robin Hood album. We had dropped a little EP. We had a whole album finished.
Yeah.
We had did a whole album, but some kind of way we enticed them. Let's just drop the EP because the album was already finished.
Right.
We had a bomb album, but we didn't get a chance to drop it because, like I said, once he died, we just tried to throw the EP out first and said, let's see how that worked. And like in the midst, he was just going through a lot at the time, which I don't want to really speak too much on his situation, Roderick, because he wound up getting killed in the midst, so he was going through a lot, and it kind of messed up what we had going on, because at the end of the day, what he had going on was interfering with what we was doing as artists. Kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when we pop up at shows, we going to shows, we might pop up and see people at shows that they probably wanted to just see him and don't want to see us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they not there for us.
Yeah.
They was there for him, you know what I'm saying? So we just be at the show, you know what I'm saying? So it was cutting through a lot of stuff we really needed to do, because if you our CEO, you're supposed to make sure we here, we there, we going in, we going out. But then I guess if you can't make these places, now you putting everything on us.
Right. Y'all already know for real, because y'all still starting out. Learning.
Well, we was little men though. We knew how to handle things and just that, but we rather you, because you the one the CEO. We don't want to be doing your job.
And being an artist.
Because we not getting paid to do your job. Not only that, see, we was smart too though. We wasn't no dummies just to be out here just be rapping doing dumb stuff. No, we was smart because we was getting money ourselves.
Right.
So it didn't matter. You know, no disrespect to nobody.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We had our own money. Even though we was rapping, we had our own money.
Yeah.
You know, I can't speak for everybody, but some people who, like I said, we was alright. We was alright. It wasn't like we was broke or dead, you know, like average artists be all messed up, you know what I'm saying? No, we was far from
taking care of business.
Yeah, I was far from, you know, real all messed up. But like I said, but anyway, what else you were saying? I'm sorry.
So, you know, after he passed away, you said the hard head, you started what it was?
You talking about when we started? Head
to Head Records. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so let's talk about that, because I definitely want to get into how that kind of came about.
All right. We had to start Head to Head Records when Roderick died. So I did, and I started coming out with artists. It's like when we was trying to put all this together, bro, it was like we beefing within ourselves at one point. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because once my man's died, I'm doing all this hard head stuff. My man's them doing Bally Boy Records, even though all of us the hard heads, MCL, hard head, but we trying to do our different little things, and we ego clashing. Yeah. And we came to just work together as men, you know, and I'm doing this head-to-head thing, and it was kind of affecting what I was trying to do, because as we friends, we supposed to just come together, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Y'all already know how this is, but when you got other little CEOs who thinking they know what they doing, they trying to create a little beef between us, you know what I'm saying? And it just had me and MCL not saying eye to eye. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm starting this head to head, and they starting Bally Boy, and now we clashing, like big dummies.
Yeah, really was family.
But we really family.
I remember when it was I know you watched Temptations before, when they had the two groups of the Temptations. They had the ones of the blue, and then they had the ones, it was like David Ruffin was over there, then they had Paul and them was
nobody ain't getting along. But that's how we was. We smiling each other in the face, but ain't getting along on some self-war fake shit, and that wasn't cool, you know? Yeah. And it wasn't never me. Like, I just felt like I just went to, like, putting out all these hard-head shirts at the time, and the shirts just took over. At this point, even though Al and them trying to do their little thing, and I'm doing my little thing, the shirts was taking off so fast. It went to blowing up so fast. People looking at us like, man, they jumping all in their videos with they hard-head shirts on. But all of us hard-head, they putting people out the video. Man, y'all can't wear no hard-head shirts in here. What? And we all hard heads. Man, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, man. That shit crazy, man. How that look? Al started hard head. But nobody can't wear hard head shirts in your video. Tell me where it messed up.
So I think it's like
this shit we have to talk about. You heard me? Let the people know the real. You did, that's bad
And
though,
that's
bro.
real because it's like you learn from those. It's
You learn
ego,
from that, you know, our ego clashing, bro, for behind nothing.
And a lot of
then,
people
you know
hear
what
that.
it is? It be
Now
your
people-
friends who in the back of you telling you all this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if it was really him, he wouldn't even come at me like that and be mad with me like that. It's the other guys that want to be the new big dogs. They feel like they're the new CEOs, and you know.
Yeah, they trying to push people out while these more gigging in. Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, everybody want in.
Mm-hmm.
When you see a good thing, you want in. Everybody trying to get in. That's all it was. They see MCL was a cool rapper. He was real nice. He was woo 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 hard head to head. However we was doing it, man, I want in. They trying to bite your neck off just to be down.
Just to get in.
They did anything to even cut me from ties with him to keep him to them.
When my family's frontin', my homies got my back, just like my homeboy Rooster, you dig? When my family kicked me out, he let me sleep at his crib. And also, my homeboys Greg, Jake, and Dave picked me up when I was